Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. And you, Andrew?
Yeah.
Happy to
Yes,
see you.
yes, happy to see you too. So it is now our mutual IMA time. So should we start?
I think so. Yes. So we can make a quick MS session and answer all the questions we had before, and talk a little bit about our collaboration, and that's it.
Yes, let's explain to the community the opportunities they are currently facing within our mutual partnership.
Okay, cool. I think let's start maybe from describing our projects to our community to share the knowledge between our and your communities. I can start from describing what is Disciplina, and after that you can go forward describing what is APYs. So the Disciplina is our first blockchain which we are creating especially for educational needs to make it possible to create the verified profile of the personal achievements, job history records, and all which is related to the personal skills. We want to make this blockchain like a public API so that some different educational and social network services like LinkedIn can use our public API to be the part of the biggest ecosystem with the verified credentials of the millions of people. So we are doing it from the scratch. So we have an experienced team. We're doing it from the scratch, and it's our own blockchain. So it's not a fork of some other blockchain, and so on. So we're already running the first version. We're already running first application on it. It's already possible to use to create some verified certificates and diplomas for different education companies, institutions, and like schools or colleges. And that's what we're doing. Also, we're developing our ecosystem, promoting it, and so on. So that's a short intro about the Disciplina. So Andrew, go forward.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing. And I deeply respect the efforts and the progress you're making while developing the blockchain for educational purposes. I think it is really important for the community, and it is sort of this impact project that brings a lot of good things to people. And we, on our side, we are mostly focusing on cross-chain solutions as APYSwap Foundation. And our particular flagman product is AllBridge, the bridge that interconnects various blockchains together. Now, why bridging is important and why cross-chain is important, we can have here a very good example. You just said that you are working on your own blockchain, and this is cool from technical side, but sometimes for users, there is this barrier to entry, the new blockchain. It is relatively hard to get used to it, to know how things are being done there. So by bridging one blockchain to the other, we can effectively give the community a possibility to transfer their assets and link their existing user experience to the new possibilities that are being offered by new, more interesting, more important, more developing blockchains. So this is what we're doing. We're helping the users to get their assets from one blockchain to the other for the mutual benefits from both sides of the assets and the blockchains.
Oh, amazing. Yes, it sounds exactly what we will need in nearest future, as we discussed with you before, but I want to discuss it more and tell more about that to our community. So why we need that exactly, Andrew correctly told that we right now our token is already in a few blockchains, Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, but as most of our users might know that we already have our own blockchain with our own native token, and in future when it will be a public version, we for sure will need some solution to allow users to transfer their tokens from one chain to another chain to use the possibilities of, because all other blockchain have their own extra functions and their extra advantages, And so sometime you want to use like Ethereum token, sometime you need to use like a native token, and so on. And also, as a lot of our community community members know, that our first development team was the same team as created the Cardano. And so we have a lot of common things in architecture with the Cardano. It's not a fork of Cardano, but a lot of similar things and so on. And right now, Cardano started their own smart contracts on the blockchain. And for sure, in some nearest future, maybe next few months, we will launch some extra applications and tokens for the Disciplina on the Cardano blockchain as well. So it will be already like a 4 or 5 networks and 4 or 5 blockchains. And such a solutions as yours, Andrew, is very useful for the market right now, and it's amazing how good job you are doing. It's so cool. So I think we can talk right now more about the LP program we are starting. What do you think?
Yes, sure. I just wanted to add that we would be absolutely happy to help you with our bridging solution, both to Cardano, which is really hyped right now. And I think that smart contracts on Cardano is something that the community is actively looking for, and it would create a nice boost, and a lot of projects would consider moving to this chain. And as far as I understood correctly, so for you, like the next step is deploying on Cardano, and then your own mainnet with the native token, which is similar to Cardano too.
Yeah, the thing is so that we already have some applications working on our native chain. And so because we're using the same language, Haskell, and some like architectural ideas are really common, it's very easy for us to redeploy and to rebuild our current applications to be done with the Cardano blockchain. So we make it like a wider. And so we can use our native chain, we can use Cardano, which is already have some community and millions of users. It's have a lot of hype. So we can just use all advantages of all networks, as you told before. And that's our plans. Yes. So why not? Because it's very similar and cool. Yeah. And people was waiting smart contracts for Cardano for maybe 5 years already. Yes. So it's yeah, and everyone is happy that it's on now. So we really already make a big research. We're really already working on that. So I think that Disciplina will be added to the Cardano very, very soon. And so for sure, your solution will be very, very useful as soon as we will be ready to cooperate on this side.
I have to say that I like the plan. It sounds brilliant. To be honest, for now, we don't yet have the integration with Cardano for our bridge. We are focused on Ether virtual machine supportive chains like BSC, Polygon, Matic, etc. And we recently added Avalanche, and we also have Solana, which is quite unique, but I don't think that you right now have any interest in Solana chain just yet.
No,
so you're looking more into Cardano direction. But in future, I surely hope that we will add Cardano integration on top of that, and we will be able to provide you with our services.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, for sure. The thing is that we're not able. There's too many chains right now, you know. So we're not able to use the advantages of all of them, and we're just looking for the best solutions for our needs and for the community we are more close to, and so on. So and really to make our like community members to spread more information about our partnerships and so on. We are starting different reward programs, and one of the topic for discussion today is our partnership review on the LP reward program. I can describe it a little bit more deeply for your community members, and because we will for sure make a video record of this broadcast to make so that the community members from all around the world will be able to watch it later with the translation, because, for example, we have a very strong China community, but for them it's a little bit hard to use the Zoom for different technical issues, and also they need a translation. And for sure, we will upload it to the YouTube, and you for sure as well. And what is our LP reward program? So we started doing it maybe 2 months ago, I think so, with our own token. So what we did is that we asked the community members if they are interested to get in some extra reward in USDTs, not in our tokens, not in some extra tokens, but in really native USDT. And they told yes, for sure, why not? And the task for them was just to provide the liquidity to our liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. With from one side they need to provide the USDT, from another side they need to provide our token. So every 2 weeks we are starting the new Apple period of a reward program. So every reward program runs 2 weeks, and so the users who are providing the more liquidity to the pool are getting the more share of the all pool. So if you, for example, provide the 10% liquidity of all liquidity pool on PancakeSwap, you can get the up to 10% of all reward from our reward pool. So we are playing with the numbers, we are playing with the reward pool size and so on, but it really shows very good results. And we've heard, why not to do it with our partners? They also have tokens, we have the community, and we really make so that we can share the communities to each other to spread the information about other projects, about our partnerships. And that's how we found the idea to make it with you. So tasks for this LP reward program will be so that users might have our Disciplina tokens and your APYS tokens. They can buy it on PancakeSwap and different other DEXs, which the links are provided in our Medium posts and in our social networks and so on. So users, you can find the links where to buy the tokens easily in all our social channels. So you have to buy APYS and DCPL, and after that you can use our instruction, use our tutorial and provide the liquidity. After that, you will get special LP tokens, which you have to stake on special web pages. We will also share you the links, and that's it. And after that, you have just to wait for 2 weeks until the reward period will finish. And after that, you will be able to withdraw the reward, and the reward will be in USDT. It will not be in our tokens. It will be in real USDT, which you can use, you can spend, you can buy extra tokens for next reward programs as you wish. So there is no limitations. Very easy. And for sure, the users who will take a part in the first rounds, they will get much bigger reward, as we see from the statistics, because with the next rounds, more users come, so the share of each user in the reward pool can become less and less, because bigger and bigger players come to the game. And so we really ask all the users who are interested just to do it as fast as possible, because the first will be the biggest results. Yeah.
Yes, I think that such partnership programs on incentivizing the pair, which is created from tokens from 2 different communities, is quite interesting in terms of exchanging the communities and raising the awareness of the partnership projects. So your community gets more to know about us, and our community in turn learns about Disciplina, which is important. And while they're doing that, they can also earn some money on this incentivized farm, which is, I think, is beneficial for everyone too.
Yes, exactly. It's making our projects more popular and well known during the communities, make the communities bigger, and it's good for all the cooperations between the blockchain projects. Is good for everyone and for blockchain ecosystem as well as it is, you know, like So yeah, so about our reward program, so it starts today. So really, after the finish of this MS session, everybody will be able to go to the links which we'll provide in our social channels and start farming. It's very easy. So everything is ready. The price pool for the first round will be 10,000 USDT. So easy money.
I do see the question in the web chat from Messi on behalf of Chinese community. In addition to lockup mining, whether the project party has any substantive project, the time schedule needs to tell us. I think that this comment is being translated. From my perspective, it is mostly about the schedule of what we're doing next. As Ilya just mentioned, you can start liquidity mining right now after we finish this IMA session. But maybe there is something else that you would like to know that we didn't yet clarify. So feel free to ask us. We would be more than happy to answer you.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that you're building a lot of things right now, and they are already in the pipeline. And while, of course, we as the developers, the companies that make products, we cannot directly influence the price, but I do believe that the more community is growing, the more successful development we're providing, sooner or later, the price will start catching up, right? So this is like the whole idea. We don't influence it directly. We just focus on what we're doing. We're focused on our products. And after that, we hope to see natural organic growth.
Yes, exactly. That's true. So our main goal is we're not a speculative instrument. We're not like a gambling or trading offer or something like that. We're not offering some profit. We're not like some business instrument. So we're not like a speculative instrument. And we was telling that all the time. So we are doing great job for the education and for the future, and we're really developing and we're really showing the up-to-dates and the products. And usually the users who are coming to the chats and asking like, why you're not maintaining the price, why like you are not Dogecoin, why you are not growing like 1,000% in a day, and they really after I usually ask these users, did you check our testnet? Did you make some reports after these tests? Did you make some tests of our application? When was the last time when you visit the page of our application and when you was using it really? And can you show me some emails that you have sent to our team with some questions about, with some like issues you found? Maybe you found some mistakes in the work. They always disappear after that because these users, they are not taking care about the product. They just bought something on the market from some other users with some speculative price, or the market was speculative. We don't know, like we're not controlling that. We're not selling something to the users and so on. So we're just doing the product. And so it's very sad that there is still a lot of users who really don't care about the product. They just don't care. They just want to like fast money in 1 minute. But we're not able to help them. We're just developing. We are showing the updates. We are doing a lot of partnerships. We are going forward. We making updates every day. It's very funny, you know, Andrew, like how it's going on, you know, like every day we see the questions in the chat that some users ask, why you're not posting any news and updates? And we ask, hey, just go to our Medium page, which is really updated every day with the updates and with the news. It's really updating every day, and they disappear after that. So it's much more easy for users just to ask some stupid questions instead of just making some research, making some tests, help the project to grow and to be the part of the project. They just don't take care about that. Yeah.
I see another question in the web chat about how's your application development progress. Maybe there is anything on the development side that you would like to share with the community while we're here and the community is really interested in that.
If we're talking about from our side, yes. So as I told before, we are working on. We already done our first application, which is already can be used by universities and colleges all around the world, and it's really we made it first because we really have some inquiries from real educational institutions all around the world to provide them the service to create the verified certificates of education, verified diplomas, and all such documents. And really, we have made this solution, and it's already working. And right now, we are running some due diligence for the first companies who will use it, because it's already working. It's already working on our blockchain. It's already working stable. It's not crashing. It have no problems with the blockchain as it is. So it's really a very stable product already. And so right now, anyone who a part of some, I don't know, educational company or service or school or college, you can just send us email to the hello@disciplina.io with a request to get access, to be granted an access to our application, because it's really working already now. It's really useful already. So you can really use it in your daily work. And also what we're doing right now is we're developing the mobile application for mobile phones. So the first application I thought about was the web application. Yes, so it's works through web. And the second one we're doing right now is the same functionality, but for the mobile phones. So what we want to do is we want to create we're creating the application, which will be, from the first perspective, it will be a wallet for our tokens, and from the second, it will be the service for creating the certificates, and the service for validation of checking the validation of certificates, where you can just scan the QR code and see if the contents of this document is true, if it was modified or not modified. You can really check if it's original document and so on. So we're really working hard on that, and that's what we're doing right now, if we're talking about the nearest future.
Great to hear about such progress being made, and I hope that it will inspire your community to go and check how many things are there. Maybe also recommend some educational institutes to contact you as you offered. That sounds like a cool idea. Good call to action, right?
Yes, and really, why we started from that is because a lot of different universities representatives, they came to us, mailed us, and told really the most simple thing we need right now is verified diplomas, because it's a big problem worldwide, and we just need a simple solution to make a verified diplomas with the usage of the blockchain, and it should be transparent, it should be trustable, and it should work, and we did it.
Great to hear. Great to hear. So thank you very much for today's conversation. And again, we invite the community to participate in our mutual liquidity mining program. The link will be available shortly for you to be able to get the liquidity in and start getting rewards.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, very nice. And I hope the community will be happy and will take a part in it.
So, yes, and we also look forward to you going to more chains, including your own, and helping you with that. Okay, cool. So thank you, Andrew. It was nice to see you. Let's go forward. So yes, let's go forward. Let's start. Yes. Talk to you later again, hopefully. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye. You too.